Around the World in 80 Days, Part 6.
You know, Mr. Fogg, Hong Kong is famous for its silk and tea culture. My brother always talked about how delicious the tea is here. Hong Kong hasn't lost its true culture. And you know what surprises me the most? They are not afraid of police. Phileas! Phileas! You saved me! Phileas! You are my hero!
Ah!
Mr. Fogg, are you all right?
What is this commotion? Monsieur, are you all right? Oh, the tiny beast. What happened?
Oh, Mr. Fogg, the dog tripped you. Are you all right? But Mr. Fogg was speechless again. You are my hero, Phileas. Ever since the gentleman saved Princess Meera in India, Mr. Fogg could not think of anything else but her. Mr. Fogg, are you all right?
Yes, of course. I may have hit my head, though. No big deal there. Phileas, why not we go towards the deck and have something to eat? You haven't eaten anything since quite some time, and that may be the cause of your confusion. You are madly in love with the warrior princess, my friend. Of course I am not.
Leaving Calcutta and India behind, Mr. Fogg, Passepartout, and Sir Francis were now off to Hong Kong. This was one of the cities Mr. Fogg had to venture about to complete his wager of traveling the world in 80 days. They all got down at the Hong Kong harbor.
This is goodbye, my friend. My journey in your crazy adventure stops here.
It is never goodbye with friends, Sir Francis. Mr. Fogg embraced Sir Francis with all his heart. Waving at his newly formed friends, Sir Francis walked towards his destination.
I will miss him. We shall stay in touch with him, Passepartout. Now it's just us three, and we still have the world to travel.
Mr. Fogg was right. But they weren't just three.
Yes, I am chasing them. No, they will not recognize me. I may not recognize myself. Oh, I have a plan, all right. Just send me the warrant.
Inspector Fix had lost his warrant to arrest Mr. Fogg in India before he was arrested. But that didn't stop him from following Mr. Fogg all the way to Hong Kong. He was now more determined than ever to arrest Mr. Fogg.
先生，你想买一种吗？ Huh?
Hong Kong was so different than any other country that Passepartout and Mr. Fogg had been to. People wore different clothes, and there were vibrant colors everywhere. This place is so beautiful. I can see why Gigi loves it here.
Oh, yes. Your cousin. We need to look for him this instant. What's the hurry, Passepartout? I mean, of course we will look for the cousin and make sure that the princess is taken care of. But wouldn't we want to live this place first? Oh, of course.
Passepartout had not only seen how badly Mr. Fogg wanted to ask Princess Meera to stay, but he had also noticed something different in the princess ever since they left India. Princess Meera was getting attracted to this English man.
I hate it here. I don't understand what anybody is saying. How can this Fogg love it here? 先生，你想买一种吗? What is with you people? I don't want this piece of cloth.
What Inspector Fix didn't know is that they were all merely being nice to him. You see, while Inspector Fix was prepping to get into a Hong Kong disguise, his clothes got torn. But he wasn't aware of this, since he was distracted with the crazy idea of following Mr. Fogg no matter what.
I do not know what you say. Do do not follow me. Je ne suis Queen Guiderin.
Mr. Fogg was disappointed that Princess Meera's journey with them was coming to an end. But he had to be all right with it, since he assumed this is what Princess Meera wanted too. This is good, isn't it? I will meet Gigi and live with him here. He is my brother, and he will always take care of me. I can study here and maybe even work. I should be happy that I'm giving this opportunity to start over my life. Then why am I not happy? Mr. Fogg is a good and noble man. I must not extend my journey with him any more. Unaware of Mr. Fogg's feelings for herself, Princess Meera had made up her mind to separate from Mr. Fogg, no matter how much she wanted to travel with him. However, the budding love story of Mr. Fogg and his Princess Meera was to be interrupted by a very unfortunate incident.
Passepartout, you must get down here and get my passport visaed at the Hong Kong consulate. Oui, monsieur. We must not forget that. But that means I will not meet the princess again.
Passepartout gave Princess Meera his favorite pen to remember him by, and with teary eyes got off the tram and waved goodbye to Princess Meera and Mr. Fogg. As Passepartout got the passport visa, he ventured on the Hong Kong streets. A few minutes passed by, and Passepartout realized his mistake.
Oh no! These places all look same!
This wasn't Europe, where Passepartout knew the language, or could make out where he was. He soon realized that he was lost.
No! How do I look for Monsieur now? If I could somehow find my way back to the dock, where our steamer to Japan is scheduled to leave from. Lost, are you? Oh, Monsieur, you speak a language that I know of. Oh, yes. See, my mother is from England. What do you mean your mother is from England? Where's your father from? Oh, I heard you wanted to get back to the dock. I know the way. Follow me.
Inspector Fix had a vicious plan. He was about to keep Passepartout away from Mr. Fogg till his warrant arrives. Fix knew that Mr. Fogg would not leave without his assistant in another country.
Right here.
Fix's plan was working. He brought Passepartout exactly where he wanted.
Monsieur, we crossed the dock long back. Why have we entered this ship? Oh, that was the wrong dock. I heard you say that you needed to get to the steamer leaving for Japan, isn't it? This is it.
Before Passepartout could say anything, Fix ran out of the small cabin and locked the door behind him, trapping Passepartout inside.
Monsieur, what are you doing? I will not let Fogg get away this time. How dare you take Mr. Fogg's name with such disrespect? And wait, how do you know Mr. Fogg? Oh, I know you both.
As Fix took off his disguise, Passepartout was stunned.
Wait, you are the inspector who stopped us in England, and the man I met in Egypt. Look at me closely, my friend, because I am the man who's going to arrest your Mr. Fogg. I am the man who that Fogg would never forget. I am the man. Ah! What is happening?
And there came another adventure in their way.
Aye! Look here, Luscious! I found your foreign treasure!
Oh.
The small ship that Inspector Fix wanted to lock Passepartout in was being hijacked by pirates.
Oh, Monsieur, where are you?
That's it. This is the address. This is where I say goodbye, Mr. Fogg. Thank you for all your help. You have given me a second chance, and I promise I will make you proud.
Princess, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. A strong woman like you should be answerable only to yourself.
Mr. Fogg's heart ached to stop his love from leaving him, but what could he do? He watched silently as Princess Meera entered the building and looked back at him for a final goodbye. Mr. Fogg could swear he saw a tear fall down her eyes. Before the door closed behind her, disappointed and hurt, Mr. Fogg had forgotten all about his wager and his assistant, and both were now in trouble.